conservative new media viewers, and boxing fans all around the world. What is up? It's me, John D. Villarreal, the four-time national champion and the MMA expert, joined by Paul at Villarreal. Just watched Andre Ward versus Bad Chad Dawson, the fight on HBO, and Andre Ward won. It was a stoppage, and honestly, Paul, first of all, I gotta say this straight up. All our personal opinion only, not legend. Facts, not kind of say it's personal, all for entertainment purposes only. Please check disclaimers. So much to say about this, but I'm just gonna start off like this. Number one, in my personal opinion, I never want to watch another Chad Dawson fight. Ever. Number two, I wish Chad Dawson's title belt was on the line because in my personal opinion, after what I saw tonight, he doesn't deserve to be a champion. Number three, me and Paul, we were wrong in our prediction. We own up, we take the defeat, that's fine. Number four, in my personal opinion, you could see where Chad Dawson physically had the advantages. He was big, he was tall, he had power. When he had him at range, I think he was hurting Andre Ward, and then he just fell into Andre Ward's trap. He didn't keep his right hand up. He kept getting blasted with that left hook from Andre Ward. He got caught in the close range fight. You know, in my personal opinion, it wasn't a great fight to watch. It wasn't entertaining. It was, you know, I don't like to see that kind of fight. But Andre Ward did what he needed to do. He made the fight the way he needed to make the fight, and you know, to get the W. So I give all the respect to Andre Ward. He did what he needed to do. He's more technically sound, and he was able to break down Chad Dawson.
But this was, again, this is my personal opinion. First of all, let me give credit to Andre Ward.
Okay.
Exactly what he needed to do. When we talked in our prediction video about this, I said, look, Andre Ward finds ways to win. Chad Dawson can find a way to lose.
That's it. That's exactly what happened.
You know, for people that were backing Dawson, that's exactly what happened here. Look, again, all credit to Andre Ward. In terms of technically what happened, I think Ward has shorter arms. He was able to close the distance and be in Chad Dawson's chest where Chad Dawson was not able to extend on his punches. Ward, as you saw there against the ropes, he's landing short, hard hook uppercuts, and Chad Dawson's not landing anything. That's some of what happened, and Andre Ward's ability to do waist bends and stuff, he just disrupted Chad Dawson's ability to land punches. And then, let's be honest, Chad Dawson, I think, began to get scared of getting hit with left hands. Yeah. And as you were mentioning, when we were watching the fight here, Chad Dawson, this is something that I feel, and others have pointed out, I believe, Chad Dawson has always kept his right hand low. And people know that he's susceptible to left hooks because of that. And that's exactly what Andre Ward did. And again, give Andre Ward credit. He knew what he had to do, and he did it. Now, just personally, you mentioned it, I'll mention it. Chad Dawson, I think, was knocked down 3 times in this fight. Andre Ward is not known as a puncher. Now, I know Chad Dawson's had questions about his chins before, but I got to say, in my personal opinion, this is one of the most disappointing, just awful performances in a big-time fight from somebody that has the skill and ability.
You could see it.
It was awful. This was just, I couldn't believe it.
I couldn't either.
It's almost like he wasn't even trying.
This, like, in my personal opinion, this is one of the most extreme, in my personal opinion, just disappointments or choke jobs or mental breakdowns. I don't know what that I've ever seen in my personal opinion. You could see the ability, and that's not taking anything away from Andre Ward or anything like that. I mean, but you could see the mental ability, excuse me, you could see the physical ability, you could see the tools, he had the size. I mean, look, when Chad Dawson was throwing his hands, good things were happening. But there were rounds, Paul, where Chad Dawson, I don't know if he even threw 10 punches. He may not even throw 5 punches. There were rounds where he just wasn't throwing. You can't win a fight when you're already behind, you've already been knocked down, without throwing punches. And Scully was in his corner, and I believe it's at some point Scully said, listen, we're not going to win a decision. You got to hurt this guy, or something. This is a paraphrase. I may be getting it wrong. So, you know, check the tape or the transcript or whatever like that. And it just, you know, Dawson, in my personal opinion, wasn't responding. I mean, it's one thing, you know, to try. And look, I'm not in there. I'm not fighting. I'm not taking the shots. You know, Andre Ward, Olympic gold medalist, obviously, you know, he can throw down and everything like that. But I mean, it just seemed like, you know, when Chad Dawson was punching, good things were happening. I'm not saying he would have won the fight, but the way he was fighting, you know, relatively early on through the end of it, I don't see how he could win.
Yeah, look, this was, again, I said this right after the fight ended. In my opinion, tonight, Chad Dawson made Carl Froch look like Marvin Hagler. I mean, in that fight, that was a fight between Andre Ward and Carl Froch. This was, I don't know what this was. This was a fight for about a round or two. Then Chad Dawson got knocked down and looked like it just became a survival contest where he was a, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of some of the guys that end up fighting Vitaly Klitschko, who is such a good counterpuncher where it becomes a thing where they don't want to throw anymore. And that's what this looked like. And Chad Dawson, again, pawing with jabs, throwing very few punches per round. And it just became, you know, it just became what it was, which was like incredible disappointment, in my opinion.
And that may be it. Maybe Andre Ward had the perfect game plan and is technically sound, and maybe just technically exposed Chad Dawson. I mean, you know, you could try to be the super boxer, but when you get outboxed, maybe there's no answers there. And let me say this real quick. The bottom line for me is, look, you know, I'm not trying to diss anybody here, but like I said, and I'll say it again, I never want to see another Chad Dawson fight. Because, I mean, I'm a 4-time national champion, okay? I know what it takes to win, and I just didn't see that winning mentality in Chad Dawson, and he just might be one of these athletes that has all the physical tools and just doesn't have that, you know, the mental focus and maybe, you know, attitude to match his physical abilities to be able to get the best out of his performances. That's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong, but Paul, go ahead.
Look, they're about to interview Chad Dawson. Maybe we can get some clarification here. Let me just say this. Look, first of all, Andre Ward deserves super credit. He's clearly a top pound-for-pound fighter in the sport, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Chad Dawson, nobody, I will say this, I've seen a lot of Chad Dawson fights, and nobody made him look anywhere close to as bad as Andre Ward did.
That's true.
So I got to give Andre Ward credit. I don't remember Chad Dawson being knocked down multiple times in a fight. Again, he's talking right now. We'll see what he says later on. Again, it wasn't pretty in terms of artistics, not super explosive or whatever, not holding and clinching, whatever. But that's how Andre Ward fights. Again, we respect Andre Ward. He's a Bay Area product, which you know well. Mm-hmm. We respect him. He deserves what he has earned, and he did what he had to do tonight, and congratulations to him and his fans.
Congratulations to Andre Ward and his fans. You tell us what you think out there. Give us the comments below. Please subscribe up. I'm John Villarreal, the 4-time national champion and the MMA expert. That is Paul Villarreal. Please rate this video up. Also, please post to your social networking sites. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.